Okay, long division. So what is long division? Long division is a method that divided the px by the divisor dx. You must remember the divisor will not be 0 to obtain a quotient qx and a remainder rx. Okay, so the remainder will be always on the numerator. Okay, so dx here is your divisor. So okay, so do remember to rewrite back as a conclusion. Okay, so let us proceed. Okay, so what is your first step? Okay, your first step is arrange the term. Okay, your first step is arrange the term of both polynomial by descending of power x. If a power is missing, so you will replace with 0. Okay, this is very important. Okay, if a power is missing, you will need to replace with a 0. Okay, so divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. So write the answer above the second term of the dividend. So multiply the divisor by quotient obtained in step 2, then subtract the product. Okay, repeat again until your remainder is less than the degree of your divisor. Okay, now, but before that, let me share with you why you need long division. Okay, so actually, long division is for you to simplify. Okay, to simplify your what? To simplify your fraction. Okay, especially, you need to simplify your improper fraction. Okay, improper fraction to proper fraction. Okay, so that's the methods to use. Okay, so again, long division is a method for you to simplify an improper fraction to proper fraction. What is improper fraction? Improper fraction is whereby your power of your numerator is greater or equal than your denominator. Okay, so that is improper. I hope you can understand with it. Okay, so let us continue. Let's look into this first example here. Okay, you see, question asks you to solve. You say x power of 3 divided by x squared minus 2x minus 3 by using long division. Okay, so questions already highlight you need to use long division. Now, like just now, as I already highlight to you, whatever power that's missing, we need to set that. You see, this one is cube, right? So, for your understanding, a general equation of a cubic equation will be ax power of 3 plus bx squared plus cx plus d. Am I right? Okay, so that's why, since that it only having the x power of 3 term, so the rest you need to have with 0, because you need to ensure it's in the general term. Okay, for example, if let's say you have x3 power of 3 plus 2x, for example. Okay, so same thing also, you may need to transform it to 0x squared plus 2x plus 0. The term that is missing, you need to replace with 0. Intends for you to put in the general form. I hope you can understand with it. Okay, so let us continue. Okay, so how you're supposed to start? Okay, so as I said, you need to start with by guiding back the general equation. So since this is about x power of 3, right? So that's why you need to have 0, 0, x squared, 0x, and 0. In another words, actually you're not affected anything, right? You're not changing the original meaning, that is x power of 3. Okay, but just that we need to guide back to the general form itself. Okay, so let us continue. Okay, so you do it one by one. Okay, so look at this one. You have x power of 2. You have x power of 3. Okay, so how are you supposed to solve? Okay, now before I solve this one, okay, let me share with you very simple thing. Okay, let's say that okay, you have 9 divided by 2. How will you write? Okay, you will write 9 divided by 2. Am I right? Okay, how you write is how you read as well, right? Okay, so 2, what you will need to multiply? You'll multiply with 4. Why? Why you don't multiply with 5 or 3 or 6, whatever it is? Why? Because the nearest for you to eliminate. Yes, your concern here is to eliminate. Okay, you must remember your concern is to eliminate. Okay, so 9 minus 8, so your balance will be 1. Okay, your balance will be 1. So how will you write your answer? So you'll write your answer 4, then yes, remainder first. 1, 2. 现在 okay, you will have your remainder here, your remainder 1 here on top of your numerator. Okay, I hope you understand with this. Okay, because long division actually apply the same concept that you have for your division. Okay, so let us proceed. Okay, so let us look at this one. Okay, you have x squared here, right? You have x power of 3 here. So what you need to multiply then? To eliminate your x power of 3. See, that is your concern here. So how you supposed to eliminate your x power of 3? Your x squared you need to multiply with x. Yes. Okay, you will need to multiply with x. Okay, so x squared times x, you have x power of 3. So don't forget each of the term, okay? Negative 2x, you times with x, what do you have? You have negative 2x squared, right? So negative 3 times with x, you have negative 3, negative 3x, okay? Okay, one more thing before I forget. I will always advise you to follow the sequence. If this is x, so you just put in x. If x squared, so you put in x. Put into sequence. Okay, the correct order, easier. Okay, easier. Okay, so after that, just and don't forget the most important thing, your negative, or in another words, your subtraction, because you must remember your concern is to eliminate the things, right? Whatever you multiply here is for you to eliminate the nearest of the things that you can have. Okay, so let us back to this. Okay, so how are you supposed to solve that? Okay, so continue. So x power of 3 minus x power of 3. So you have 0. Okay, so 0 minus minus. So you have positive, right? Okay, you have a positive 2x squared. Okay, 0 minus minus 3. This is how you read. That's why it's so important for you to highlight your subtraction sign here. If you don't write, I can guarantee that you will strictly write negative rather than positive. Okay, so do remember. Okay, so 0 minus minus 3. So you have a positive 3. You have a positive 3x. So the one that is not, just bring forward. Okay, just bring forward plus 0. Okay, so again, back to the things again. You look at this part. Okay, you have x here. You have x squared here. You have 2x squared here. So what are you supposed to do? You need to multiply with positive 2, yes. you will need to multiply with positive 2. Why? Or positive 2. Another thing for you to consider is because you already start with x, so the next lower term that you consider for sure will be a constant. Yeah, this is how you're supposed to consider it. Okay? Okay, so you have 2 2x squared. Okay, you have 2x squared. Okay, so after that, negative 2x times 2, you have negative 4x. Okay, so after that, negative 3 times 2, you have negative 6. Right, you got negative 6. Okay, so simplify it. 2x minus 2x squared. So you have 0. Am I right? Okay, you have 0. Okay, so after that, 3 minus minus 4, you have 7. Right, you have 7. So you have 7x. So 0 minus minus 6. So you have negative, negative become positive. So you have positive 6. So how do you know this is the stopping point? How? When you're fulfilling your proper fraction, whereby, you look at this, whereby your power on your remainder is lesser than your denominator. See not? So it fulfills your proper fraction. That's why this will be the ending point. Okay? And don't forget, this is not the end of the story yet. What you need to do then? Do remember to rewrite back your conclusion. Okay? So how will you write? Okay? Very simple. Okay? So do write is that x plus 2. Okay? After that, write it down in front. Because this is remainder, so right on top of your denominator. This one. Because this one can simplify again. That's why you have x plus 1 in bracket x minus 3. Is that okay?